Yo, YouTube. What is up? I got another album review for you guys today. And this time it's going to be Maxo Kream's new album, O.Y.N. Now this one is a banger. And if you're a longtime fan of Maxo Kream like me, I think you're going to enjoy this one. I've been listening to him since Roaches. I've always loved his flow. He's always brought a unique one to the game. I've always loved what he's talking about. He's just a great rapper overall. And this album in particular, I think is one of his best. I really enjoyed Weight of the World and Brandon Banks, but with some time, this one might actually go over them for me. Super consistent album. Good mix of vibes from a bunch of new stuff to some old school Maxo, giving you that OG feeling. His flows are clean, bars are solid, production is amazing. What else do you need from this? Songs like 6 Months Sober or How the Fuck I'm Lucky show a different side, a more personal side of Maxo, while other songs like Fake Jeezy, How I'm Coming, bring a more energetic side, some good. And songs like O.Y.N. and Time Out, I feel like mix those really well, some personality, some energy, good bars. I really like the subject matter of a lot of these songs. Like for 6 Months Sober, for example. So there's a way to talk about it for sure, and Maxo did it masterfully. Stuff like O.Y.N., another personal cut from him on the more family side and relationship-wise. And then How the Fuck I'm Lucky, Jesus Christ. Now that's a really good song. I like the whole idea behind it. Sneak disses and that, you gotta watch out who you keep around. The concise nature of the album, it being, a shorter track list, I think really helps the song stand out and stay memorable. JPEG Mafia, he does the production on this from what I've seen. He does all the songs, maybe with some help on some of them, but I didn't see any of that. I've seen that he does the production, so I'm just gonna credit him for that at the moment. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But the production is super fucking peak, man. This is some great JPEG production. I've always loved his production too, since Veteran and onwards. Actually, since the Black Ken Carson album. That one was the first one I heard. But still, always loved his production. Great to hear him work with Maxo. That's like, I wouldn't say a dream come true. It's an unexpected collab that surpassed all expectations for me. The first few beats are genuinely amazing. Like 6 Months Sober, I really love how that kicks in. Sets the tone for the album. O.Y.N, man, the beat flip during that, the switches, bro, they always hit. Amazing. I love listening to that song. Can't stop. I find the beats in the middle of the album shine a little less. They're not bad by any means. They just stand out less. It's not the reason I'm going back to those songs as much, but they're still good. The last two beats, though, were back to peak. How the Fuck I'm Coming. I really love the triumphant horns. And How the Fuck I'm Coming. Did I say that? How I'm Coming. And How the Fuck I'm Lucky. Man, the effects on that song are insane. I really love what JPEG did to Maxo's vocals. Going. It sounded like 4D audio, 8D audio. I don't even know what you call it at this point. But it was great. I'm really hoping to hear more from these two in the future. That would be great. Another album maybe. Maybe more of JPEG's rapping also. I don't know if his style fits Maxo's music as much, but possibility to try, Overall, for me, they came together perfectly and made a really memorable album that I'll be going back to a lot. One of my favorites this year for sure. And, it's got me excited for new music from them again. Now I'm going to talk about some of my favorite songs in this. Starting off with 6 Months Clean. That one is probably the one I've gone back to the most. Maybe because it's the beginning of the album. I don't know, but I really like what he's talking about in this song. It feels very personal. I can relate to it. And I think a lot of people probably can. Struggles, man. It's not always easy going through addiction. And, Maxo talks about it very smoothly. Turns it into a great song. It's not just like he's preaching at you. It's not like he's just trying to, he's demonstrating the effects. Not fully always talking about the complete negative sides of it, but, he is mentioning them. I just mean he's not going into depth all the time about it, but he is talking about them. Song starts off the album in a great way, due to JPEG also. Some really good production to kick things in and slide into my next track, O.Y.N. Another really another really great standout track. The guitar is killer. JPEG really killed it. You know, I really hope to hear more stuff like this from the future, no matter who the hell he's producing for. Maxo in his flow state, talking about, from what I understand, it's his girlfriend's son, and talking about a little story about, you know, it's not his father. He is not his father, but he could be a big brother to him and stuff, you know, wanting to show him the ways, not see him get caught up in some bullshit. I think both of them brought their A game to this song, and it's going to be a standout track for me for a while. I see myself going back to this a lot. One of the better ones in Maxo's complete catalog for sure. And lastly, I wanted to talk about How the Fuck I'm Lucky, because that might just be my favorite song off the album. Maybe like top 5 in Maxo's complete discography for me. Really, 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 really good. I mean, probably top 5. I don't know. There's some really good songs, but still, this one, I really liked what he's talking about. I like how the whole flow went. It was a special way to end the album for sure. Such a beautiful beat. The progression throughout the beat. I mean, JPEG went all out. Definitely my favorite song off the album. So basically, in complete conclusion now, if you haven't heard this and you're already a fan of Maxo, I would say check this out. If you haven't heard this and you're a fan of other rappers like Freddie Gibbs or guys who flow amazingly while still keeping personal talking subjects, you know, some really deep bars and whatnot, this is for you. This is that, you know, gangster conscious mix. And I mean, no one really does it as good as Maxo, in my opinion. He's one of the best at this, and I can't wait to see more in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite song was. And peace.